Hi, welcome back to My Mom Life. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Jordan, and today we are making a classic pecan pie. Here are all of the ingredients that I need to make this pecan pie. First, I wanted to say I'm sorry for any shadows that you might see in the video today. The lighting is not great, but I needed to get a video filmed for you guys because I've been slacking a little bit, so forgive the lighting. It's very cloudy out today, but here are all of our ingredients. I like to use this box pie crust. You can get Pillsbury. This is just the Kroger brand. And then this is super simple. This is my grandma's recipe. Not sure where she got it from, but this is what she always would make. So I have some Karo syrup. It's just corn syrup. This is the Griffin's brand, not the Karo brand, but we call it Karo. I don't know. Then we're gonna need some pecans. We're gonna need some salt and vanilla. I have 2 tablespoons of butter that I have melted here. We have 3 eggs and a cup of sugar. So we're gonna mix all of this together. I have my oven preheating to 400 degrees because we are gonna start it out in a super hot oven and then we will bump that temperature down after about 15 minutes. So get your temperature up to 400 on your oven and let's start throwing this pie together. Before we start mixing our pie ingredients together, I'm gonna go ahead and get my pie dish ready. So this pre-made pie dough is super easy and it's actually really good. It takes a step out of making your homemade pie dough. You could definitely do that, but this is really good. I've never had any complaints with it, and yeah, so this is a little stiff still, so I'm gonna let this sit and soften while we finish, while we make up our pecan pie filling, and then it'll be easier to crimp the edges with it a little bit softer. So I'm gonna start by cracking my eggs into my bowl. And then to my eggs, I'm gonna add the vanilla. We just want about a teaspoon of vanilla, and then 1 cup of sugar, as well as 1 cup of Karo. So I will just measure this corn syrup into the same measuring cup, and then we will dump it in. And then we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And then we need our 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Now I am just gonna give this a good mix, and then we will add in our pecans, and that is it. It's super easy to make. Now we are going to add our pecans in. We need 1.5 cups of pecans. This is a 2-cup bag, so I'm just gonna leave a little bit left in the bag. You could definitely measure if you want to, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. Okay, that's about 1.5 cups, so I'm gonna mix it up, and then we will finish our pie dough. We'll crimp the edges, and we'll pour our filling in. Okay, so this is definitely a lot softer now, so it's gonna be easier to work with. The thing I have noticed about buying store brand is that it's not as easy to work with as Pillsbury, so just keep that in mind. But I always like to save when I can on groceries, so I'm willing to deal with it. But I definitely have noticed that it definitely with the Great Value brand is a lot more difficult to work with than the Pillsbury brand. Just keep that in mind. So what I like to do is just make this little design here. I just take my fingers and kind of pinch it together like that, and I go all the way around. You could definitely take a fork and go around if you wanted to. That is a super easy way to make the edge a little decorative. Okay, now that I have that all ready to go, I'm gonna just dump in our pecan filling. You could definitely make this your own. If you wanna make it a chocolate chip pecan pie, you could just add in some semi-sweet chocolate chips. There's a lot of ways you can dress up a pecan pie, but this classic version is just my favorite and my husband's favorite as well. So I'm gonna get all of that yummy goodness in our pie dish. And then, like I said, this is going to bake in a 400-degree oven for about 15 minutes. And then we're gonna bump the heat down to 350 and bake for another 35 to 45 minutes. It really depends on your oven, but you want to bake it until it is set. Not super firm, it's still gonna be a little soft, but you don't want it to be super wiggly. So I will show you what this looks like when it comes out of the oven. Here is our pecan pie out of the oven. It is nice and toasty brown. The center is not too jiggly. It is completely set, and when you slice into it, it's not just gonna run everywhere. Thank you so much for watching this video today. I will have this recipe in the description box for you. I make this every year. It is a staple around the holidays, so I hope that you try it. If you do, let me know what you think in the description box below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and I hope you subscribe and stick around, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye, guys.